Okay, hey guys, so I'm just going to start off by priming my eyelids, and primer is such a huge thing for so many reasons. Oil control, pigmentation, it will help your makeup stay on all day, which this is like the main point of using it, especially for school because you're at school for 8 hours generally, so that's a long time for your makeup to stay on. So I use an eye primer, and I'm going to go in with a face primer. This is really going to help me minimize my pores and give me kind of like a complete canvas. So I'm just going to use my hands because I just find that this is like the best way for me to apply primer. I don't like using a brush that often for like face products. And now I'm using this little natural palette from NYX, and I'm taking this skin tone color to cover up like the veins on my eyes, make like a smooth, even canvas. Applying this all over my eyes. I'm going to be using this brush for the whole eye look because it's so great. And then I'm just going to take a darker color, apply this on the outer V, and then blend it in towards the inside, put it up in my crease, above my crease. I'm just really making this like super natural. And this is like very, very cool toned eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in here in a second with just a bronzer, which you could just use a bronzer by itself for your eyes. And I actually have before, and it's just super, super simple. Now I'm just taking the two lightest shades in this little palette, and I'm just highlighting the inner corner to help me look bright and awake, especially for school because I wake up at 6 for school, super tired every day. So I'm just going to line my eyeliner. I'm going to line my eyes with some eyeliner, which I do not do this every day because I'm not the biggest eyeliner person, but this does help you look more awake with like a thin line on your top lash line. So that is what I'm doing, and this is a finished look without it being warmed up. But now I'm taking the Sunny Bronzer, and I'm just going to warm up the outer, and also this helps me blend it. I just think that this looks more natural for it to be warm because I kind of have like a warm skin tone because I'm tan. And then I'm taking some mascara. This is my favorite one right now, and it gives me like the most natural looking lashes out of all of the ones that I have. So I'm just going to use this full lash bloom all over my eyelashes, top and bottom, because that is how I like it. And I do like really thick coats of mascara, but that is my choice. So, mascara also can help you look really awake because it opens up your eyes. And so now I'm just going to take this foundation. It's a foundation stick because this is super easy. And this color is really, really light on me, and I don't know if I would be able to like really pass for natural with this, but during the school year, this is great. And this is especially great for winter whenever you're like super pale. Well, not even just pale, like you're just not as oily, or at least I'm not as oily in the winter. So I'm just going to use a sponge because a sponge gives a much more natural finish than a brush does, in my opinion, and I always just opt for the sponge, but it just gives your skin a slightly dewy appearance even with powder on top. So now I'm just going to take some concealer, and I'm using this concealer because it is light enough to highlight my under eyes, but it's not so light that it'll look unnatural, and this is the most natural looking concealer that I have, and yeah, and it kind of goes along with the foundation stick. So I'm just going to take a blending sponge and blend it out because, as I said before, sponges are my thing, not really brushes. And sponges can put moisture back into places that are dry. So if your under eyes are really dry, then a damp sponge will do the trick. So I'm just setting it with this Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I went with a colored powder for more coverage on my face. I do like to use my translucent tone correcting powder, but this powder just gives like an overall color, and it kind of promotes evenness. So I'm going to do like a really in-depth eyebrow sort of, because using like a gel and a powder is kind of hard. So I'm just going to take this deep gel, and I started at the start of my eyebrows just to like mark where they start, but if you have a heavy hand, then I would start like at the tail. So I'm just going to apply like where my eyebrow starts, and then I'm going to underline my eyebrow, which is hard to see because I'm looking down, and then I'm jumping up to the top, and I'm just going to add a slight arch, as you can see, because I don't really have an arch to my eyebrows. So I'm adding an arch, and then I'm just going to go back with the same amount of product and fill in the rest of my eyebrows, making it look like I have more hairs where I don't. And then I'm just going to make my eyebrow a little bit longer, because that can make your face look a lot slimmer, and it just adds a nice window for your face. I think eyebrows are very important. So I'm just going to underline, move my brush vertically up and down because that creates little hair-like things, and then I'm going to take the powder to just set everything, and this is kind of what I use to really fill in, because the powder is just a lot matter, so it kind of looks like hair better than the gel does. So that is my finished eyebrow, and actually pencils are easier, but that is kind of harder. So now I'm just going to take this brow gel and just put it in there. You could use a tinted brow gel by itself if that is what works for you, but for me, like, it alone does not work. So now I'm just taking this NYC Sunny Bronzer, and I'm going to bronze my face because that foundation stick kind of washed me out, but this is definitely not necessary. But this one would be a great natural because it is very, very subtle, and it does not have any shimmer at all, which is fantastic because shimmer is going to be like what makes it look not so natural. And I'm contouring my nose because like I said, it like washed me out and it kind of highlighted where I did not want to be highlighted, so now I'm just a little bit contouring, but it's a warmer shade. And so now I'm taking this Dream Bouncy blush by Maybelline. This cream blushes are like the most natural looking blush you're going to get because it looks like your skin, and most of them like set into your skin. So like liquid blushes, cream blushes are like the kind of blushes that are really going to make your skin look dewy and luminous and like normal skin. If you have really, really oily skin and you like insist on using a blush, then I would go for like a matte blush or like a blush that has super subtle sparkle but not very much, just so that you look like luminous. I'm not doing highlighter today because this blush makes me like really dewy, and also I don't really think that highlighter looks very natural. So I'm just going to use this lipstick, and it's like a very, very My Lips But Better color. It has a little bit of gold shimmer in it, and yeah. So that is the finished look, and I really, really enjoyed this, and I actually have worn this a lot to school. And if you like this video, please like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. Thanks, guys. Bye!